Hi there, I'm Grant McComey, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways, and this week it's holiday time, and that means one thing, family time. And this week we discover all about family time in an Oregon community, a small community, that puts on quite a holiday light show. Come on along as we visit Oregon's one and only Storybook Lane. For 11 nights each December, the lights shimmer, children scamper, and music plays when Storybook Lane comes to life in Dilley, Oregon. It's time when the families stroll through a near-acre-sized show that really shines in its 80th year. But truth is, the work that brings storybook characters to life actually began weeks ago.
The whole family comes out and we start putting out all the characters, and we have to have the bark dust and the gravel all brought in, and then from Thanksgiving on it's just really trying to put everything out here and put it together.
There's so many kids in there.
Sisters Holly and Chrissy Marshall grew up with this labor of love and every other year family ritual, so their memories run deep.
I remember this one ever since I was little. This one's been out here, and I like all of the dwarves, and I love their hi-ho song, and I get it stuck in my head every year. She got a new paint job, and they got all their stuff out, and the cave with the new glittery light bulbs that look like gems. So this one's my favorite.
Mad Hatter is what we actually just redid this year, so we're just updating the scene, but this one's always fun with all the bright red lights.
Storybook Lane came to life in Forest Grove back in 1935. This merry-go-round is original, and that elvish toy line was born in '36. Scores of moving displays followed, and the O'Rear family took it over in '79. Today, there are more than 40 displays, and the work to keep it all running smooth never ends.
All of the motors have been out here, and they just keep finding a way to twist it, to tweak it, to make it work. There's a lot of recycling on them. It'd be very expensive to try and get new motors for all of it, so they just find a way to make it work.
That's where Chief Troubleshooter Dan Marshall steps in.
It's just an old barbecue rotisserie motor, just like anything. Everything gets kind of old and needs to be greased or oiled up or something.
Perhaps not perfectly machined, but the whirring and the humming, the sounds of motors and belts, it's part of the Storybook Lane's 80-year-old charm.
Like my favorite scene out here is Rub-a-Dub-Dub. It's on an old wash machine motor. I mean, the thing's just loud and obnoxious.
Even when you have that moment when you're not quite sure, we're really going to come out here in the rain again? And then on opening night, you're going to see all the little kids, and they're just going to go crazy with all the different lights and all of this, their favorite scenes, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is exactly why we did it.
Welcome to Storybook Lane.
What happens each night at 5:30 sharp is magical.
It's nice to see the different generations, like people bring their grandparents, watching the scenes and the music. It's awesome.
Even more awesome, they do not charge a dime to visit.
We don't want to make it harder for people to find Christmas activities that they can do with their children, so definitely important that everyone gets a chance to come out and see something like this.
You can see this too, each night through Christmas. If you'd like to visit Storybook Lane, be sure to get there soon. They continue their operations each night right at 5:30 through Christmas night, December 25th. Be sure to check it out. And if you're interested in more outdoor adventures, be sure to check out my new book, Grant's Getaways, a guide to wildlife watching in Oregon. So until next week, do get out here and explore the Oregon outdoors. Let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.